So everything is actually looking pretty darn good in the markets right now. BTC at 51.7 and climbing, showing a lot of bullishness there. We see institutional money flow in the right direction. Basically, all these things compounding that we really do need to see to blow the roof off this thing are happening. So this is great. Now, I will say there is something that may be happening in the short term that may put things on a brief pause for a moment. And this isn't to spread FUD or create fear or anything like that. People just need to be aware that this is in fact happening. So let's rewind for a second. Let's take a look back at early January. We just had spot ETFs approved and people got very excited. And then we dealt with a big sell-off, a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty, and a lot of selling from FTX. We know that FTX was actually liquidating their GBTC shares that they had. We can take a look and see what those outflows look like. GBTC outflows were very, very heavy from basically mid to late January. And this equated to about $1 billion worth of just the FTX share outflows. Okay. So that was a lot of contending that we were dealing with. BTC dropped all the way down into the 38.3 range or something like that before we bottomed and started our climb back out. We started, regaining some ground and that was awesome. All right. We can obviously take a look at the charts and see what that looked like here. Basically our big drop down and then our recovery. So what we may be dealing with here in the near term is about another $1.3 billion worth of liquidations that are going to be coming. What am I talking about? Well, I'm referring to Genesis. If you guys remember, Genesis is a bankrupt crypto lender. They got charged by the SEC back in early 2023 for offering and selling unregistered securities along with Gemini. And so they're defunct. Now, the thing is they have a lot of GBTC shares. They have about 31 million GBTC shares that they're looking to liquidate. And they have asked the courts for permission to do this. This amount is about $1.3 billion. So what we may be dealing with again is another FTX type liquidation event. Now, what I will say is this. When we look at what the flows look like at that point, you can see that right now, a lot of these inflows that are happening into some of these other spot ETFs like BlackRock and Fidelity, they're quite a bit higher than they were at that point. So the question is how much impact is this really going to play into what the charts do? Now, remember, a lot of what really pushed the charts down to these levels was retail fear and retail uncertainty. And the thing is we've now gotten to this point where we're hyper bullish to where if we start seeing some of this, we may just kind of pop around sideways for a short bit while we deal with a lot of these liquidations. Last time it looked like these liquidations took about a week and a half or 2 weeks or so. So it wouldn't surprise me if we maybe go on some retracement, but with as much strength as we're seeing in the market, with as much flows as we're seeing of USDT into exchanges, it also wouldn't surprise me if we stay strong and continue to push to the upside. It's just all of a question of how institutional money is going to react to some of this selling as well. So just note that this is something that we're going to have to contend with at some point in time. It's one of those just looming black clouds that is there that is eventually going to dissipate because this is a one-time event, right? Once they are gone, like once their GBTC shares are gone, they're gone. They don't have anything else to dump on the market. So just be aware of this. This is something that is coming down the line, and hopefully it's a big nothing burger. Hopefully it's just a small blip on the long, fruitful road that we have ahead. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Show your support below. Have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.